Växjö and Jano. The puck has dropped, and we'll see. Tried to curl back and is buried by EASHL, who turns it over, and a big stop. Vamo able to stick with Ed Holman, who got a second chance. Force in front. The Lakers are there to take it away. Zobi hands off from Melgus. His shot, rebound, scores! Gachin finds the rebound, and how's that? A debut assist for Melgus and a 1-0 lead for the Växjö Lakers.
Keeping it simple right there off the rush, just going for that low shot, looking for the rebound, and Gachin right there to pick things up and clean up the trash in front, and what a start for Växjö. You know, they had Mr. Allsvenskan making some saves when they needed to. They weathered some of the storm that Jano was putting on him, and just one rush back the other way. Kind of caught the Jano by surprise a little bit. They did have men back, but no one really picked up Gachin right there. The puck bounced to a very fortuitous area. 1-0 Växjö.
Didn't quite get the Ponden, by the time it did, he hit the side of the net. Now to recover in their own zone. Quick outlet pass. ML has space. He scores! A lightning quick counterattack for Jano, and they tie this game up at 1.
What a sick play from EASHL back there. Grabs the puck off of the end boards and immediately fires it down off the boards. We see that quite a bit from Jano. They love those slap passes off the boards quickly and completely catches Växjö off guard. And what a response from Jano right there. You could see it. He barely picked up the puck, didn't even fully turn around, didn't even clear the net. He angled that slap shot perfectly to go around the net and off the boards. Tie game.
For that stretch pass, that doesn't go through either. But 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck turned over. ML all alone. He scores. Make it 2 in a row for Jano. And unfortunately, Sin, I mean, we can't speak too positively about that turnover.
Definitely not, but I will speak positively about that read right there. I mean, a bit too fancy of a pass, and he got a little bit too deep. And that is just such a clear read by Emil. He knew that was coming. He steps up at the perfect moment to intercept that, and then he's one-on-one with the goaltender right there. Huge goal by him. I think a timeout would be coming on the side of Växjö there. Yeah, they got to kind of slow things down. That is a completely unforced error on their part, and what a quick way to give Jano that advantage here, 2-1. And fortunately for them, that would have been a heartbreaker goal.
Jano back in control. One more time. Here's Ponden, bit of space. Across, they score! 3 unanswered. Satapoika gets involved. And Jano finding their form here in the second period.
And now these rush plays are working. What they're going for earlier, they're able to get a little bit more space as Satapoika just has a little bit of a step on his man right there and able to just put that one home off the cross crease pass. It starts in the defensive zone. Good force turnover, and see Ponden just rushing forward, using that speed, powering his way through those stick checks. Just like that, 3-1 now in favor of Jano.
Back to Johannes at the point. Nearly got one through, blocked by the secondary man. We hit the final minute. Here's Satapoika. Over the line, still has it. Ponden scores! Where did he find space to tuck that one home? 4 unanswered goals for Jano.
I think that had to be on the short side. I did see Mr. Allsvenskan down on the ice. We have seen things creep in on that short side if you don't kind of have yourself perfectly positioned, but even if you are, things can still go through. It's kind of the big goalie's weakness here. We'll see if we can get a better look. It'll be tough to tell from the overhead. Yeah, I think maybe just off the pad and into the net or under that blocker arm off the body. Either way, 4-1 now. 4 unanswered for Jano after Växjö struck first, and they've got to be reeling at this point near the end of the second, and Jano has just completely taken over.
If not more, Johannes' shot blocked. Ed Holman's shot blocked. Zaka again joining the rush. Feathers one through. Satapoika scores! Tremendous patience on display. Tucks it short side, and that should be it, with Jano securing 2 points.
Yeah, just another strike right there off of the rush. They are so dangerous as a team on the counterattack, and it's exactly what they needed to do here in this game as they just continue to take the wind out of the sails of Växjö Lakers. It can be so disheartening to have that happen the times that it's happened for Växjö, and Jano's done such a good job of being able to, do that and capitalize on their mistakes and tweak things when they needed to get the chances and capitalize on them.
One more chance for Melgus, one more glove save, and that will do it. Jano, 2 big points here. A victory over the Växjö Lakers. The second game between these two teams underway. And we'll see what the response will be. Puck turned over and a trip is called. That's going to be Kachin going to the box one more time. Unless Jano find a way to score. Here's Satapoika. One-timer deflection, they score! An absurd deflection from Satapoika gives his team the lead. 1-0 Jano.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. The guy who passed it for the one-timer is the one who deflects it. That is just insanely quick right there after he passes. He rushes toward the slot. He doesn't even quite get there. Reaches the stick out for the deflection. That's going to be an early lead for Jano. We're going to see one more look at this. Beautiful sauce through the middle, and here he is. Guards the puck and passes it. Rushes to the middle and still gets the deflection right there. Talk about not a give and go that we really haven't seen before, with the finish being a deflection.
And a goal late in the period, out of nowhere. The Växjö Lakers have tied this game up. Kachin finds the back of the net. Then let's get another look at this one. Is indeed another deflection.
Yeah, just a very, very good response there from Växjö, keeping it simple as they've kind of done throughout this, going for rebound goals. That time a shot from the point with traffic. They get rewarded with a deflection. That's a big, big goal at the end of this first period. They did not want what happened in the last game to begin to happen again when...
Good hit there. Lakers back in control. You really see Kachin trying to stretch the defense here on these plays. Here's Zovi, though. Around the back for another wraparound. That one held out. Mel gets across. They score! Good pressure from the Växjö Lakers. Zovi stores the lead here for them. It's 2-1.
It's a big, big play right there, and that just kind of comes off of the forecheck. They don't allow Makiaxel to clear that puck. He's surrounded by 2 different players, and that's the situation where I'd like to see those Jano forwards come back a little bit. They wanted to get on the counterattack immediately, and in that case, they paid for it. Tried to evacuate the zone. Not going to get a good look. We will. You see that right there. All 3, Emil, Satapoika, and Paninen, had to kind of turn around when Makiaxel turned that puck over. Unfortunately for them, it was just too late, and they were able to set up down low and get that quick 1T across the net. More of a backdoor feed with the tap in, but big goal for them here late in the second.
Warbug a little bit glitched out, but indeed still on the kill momentarily, and they score! A first in the Elite Division for Melgus on the power play. The Växjö Lakers up by 2.
Exactly what they wanted to do. Make your opponent pay for their mistakes. A penalty taken by Makiaxel at the end of that second. And in the beginning of the third, Växjö Lakers capitalize. And this is playing out quite how the first one did, just on the side of Växjö here. And Jano need to find a response. They need to find it quickly. That's a beautiful feed over by Kachin to the middle for Melgus. And he makes no mistake, slides that one into the back of the cage. 3-1 now for Växjö.
It might not be done. That shot deflects just wide. Zovi hit from behind. No call this time. Melgus' shot. Good stop by Vamo. Opportunistic there. And indeed, send the Växjö Lakers controlling this game. Lakers have this one. Paninen all the way back. Taking that hit. Jano again struggling to find the zone. Zovi head of steam. He has the speed. He scores! Stays on the backhand to avoid the flying poke check. And what a role reversal it is for the Växjö Lakers.
Yeah, again, nearly identical sequence. This time in the favor of Växjö here. Zovi just completely skating down. I guess, Vamo really thought he was going to try to cut across to the forehand there, but yeah, I mean, the threat was there. There was the defenseman on his back, which could have at least prevented a little bit him cutting across that forehand, but goes for that flying poke check, high risk, high reward situation. Doesn't get rewarded. 4-1 for the Växjö Lakers.
Face off, bouncing puck. Emil has it. His shot stopped. Puck kept in by Makaak. Emil looking. Good interception. There's the feed. Kachin and all alone. He scores! Another flying poke check attempt that somehow just fails. And the Växjö Lakers have completely flipped the script.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what Jano did in that last game, using their momentum, essentially, allowing them to play into them, forcing those turnovers. And Kachin, just so much space between him and those defenders. What a quick move to the backhand to avoid that flying poke check. I thought for sure he was going to get that off, but unfortunately, he didn't. 5-1 here in favor of Växjö. Nice one-timer, but a better save by Mr. Allsvenskan.
Pass out of reach, held it only momentarily. Numbers here. Paananen looking to make something happen. Across and they score. It'll help a little bit perhaps in the long run. Satapoika cuts the lead down to 3.
Yeah, and that's something that Paananen, we know that he's extremely capable of doing, threading the needle across the ice. The problem is Jano just haven't been able to get enough of those opportunities. I think maybe even be their first on-man opportunity of that game. Just such a good job by the Växjö Lakers in this one to completely take the wind out of the sails of Jano. All their advantage that they had in that last one, they just couldn't find it in this game here. I tried desperately, but at this point, 23 seconds left, needing 3. I just don't see a way for them to make it work, starting in the D zone.
Ovi looking, he scores! What a shot. Close quarters pays off, and that will seal the deal if it wasn't over before that. The hat trick, the fish are flying, as Ovi finds their 6th